It's a real privilege to watch this. So close. So close. Oh my God, please let that have worked. Please have worked. I think we're laughing. Hello and welcome to the beautiful Peak District. Now, I've been lucky enough over the last few years to have spent a lot of time by the river's edge photographing the wonderful Dipper, and today I'm going to try and do something a little bit different with my photography. So you'll have seen me gracefully walk into the water and place my camera in the water by a rock with a wide angle lens, and the plan is to hopefully get a Dipper landing on that rock and getting a lovely wide angle photo of said Dipper. Now, there's a lot that could go wrong here. I can't go and change the composition if the Dipper lands on another rock or on the wrong side of the rock. I've had to put in all of my settings that are hopefully there or thereabouts, depending on what the light's going to do. So there's a lot that can change with the light, and I'm hoping that my remote shutter doesn't let me down. So we shall see. Luckily, I've also got my G9 as a Dipper flies in right next to me. I've also got my G9 and my 100 to 400 to be able to take some photos and footage whilst I'm at the water's edge. Sorry, there's a Dipper singing away in the background. Right, I'll show you some footage and fingers crossed we'll get a Dipper landing on that rock. Let's see. I'm using a few specific settings on my OM system OM-1 to hopefully make things as easy as possible for the camera to capture the photo when the moment happens. The most important thing is I've set a digital focus limiter within the camera to between 0 meters and 2 meters. So hopefully the camera won't be searching for the Dipper any further back than 2 meters away from the camera. I'm also using auto ISO, and I've dialed in -1 exposure compensation, just because if the sun comes out, the whites on the Dipper can very easily be overexposed. So I just want to make sure that that doesn't happen. If needed, I'll boost everything up in post-processing. And lastly, I normally use back button focus, but I've put the focus back onto the shutter button because I'm using a remote shutter, so I need everything to be focusing when I half press this shutter button. So fingers crossed with those 3 settings, if the Dipper lands on the rock, we should be in a good position to get the photo. So we're in late March now, and we've got, just along a 500, 600 metre stretch of river, 3 nesting pairs of dippers, which is pretty special. We're at a time now where they are busy nest building, so at all 3 of the nest sites, we've got dippers coming in with nesting material, lining their nests, and it is lovely to see. I am here predominantly for photography workshops that I'm leading over 2 weeks, and I've been here about 6-7 days now. They just don't stop. They do not stop nest building. I imagine there must be so much upkeep. The main thing that they're bringing in at the moment is moss, but at another location last year I witnessed bringing in moss, then they'd bring in leaves, then they'd bring in things like, it looked almost like grass, then they'd alternate with moss and leaves, and I don't know whether it's to do with the different types of nest cavities that they're using and what they think they need, but it is fascinating to watch. And if they get into the zone, they can be tirelessly working on the nest. I have to say it would be nice if they were tirelessly working on the nest where I put my camera, but my camera is safely about 25 metres away from the nest. I also just want to stress that I'm not blindly hoping that they land on a specific rock. I have witnessed them spend quite a lot of time on that rock. They'll come in and display on that rock, and it's also part of they've got a specific route that they take when they're hunting in this area. They'll hug the bank and then they cross over, and the hope is that when they cross over, they come out onto that rock in front of the camera. Oh, we've just had some mandarins fly in. Now this area of the Peak District, there seems to be loads of mandarins around. They are stunning birds. They're not native to this country, but they are very, very ornate looking birds. I found them to be very shy at this spot. I don't know whether that's the case throughout the UK, but very hard to get close to. But you never know, because I'm just sat in the same spot. They may end up coming down. Oh, go on, we could be in here. We could be in. So close. Go on. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 no. So close. So close. It's gone off the other way. I fear the wait goes on. What time are we on? 10 to 9. I've been here for 2 hours. We plough on. Oh, it's just such a privilege to get to watch these dippers so intently. They're, I think I've already said, busy nest building, and they're very particular in the way that they go about it. These ones seem to be exclusively using moss, and they will always grab moss from rocks, pull it off, get a mouthful of it, then go into the water, make sure that the moss is wet, and it's only seemingly once the moss is wet that then fly up into the nest and start delicately lining the walls of the nest. It's a real privilege to watch this. Wonderful. Currently got 2 dippers standing to attention on a dead branch. And I think it's because there's 2 mandarin ducks behind them. They're not quite sure what they're doing. Oh, they're mating, it seems. Well, I've never seen that before. She seems pretty pleased. Right, I think it's coming. Oh, it is, right. Let's set that up. Come on, there he goes. Yes! Oh, he's got a fish or something. Oh, please. Oh my God, please let that have worked. Please have worked. What time is it? I've been here for 4 hours. Oh, it's very sunny now. I really hope that wasn't overexposed and that this has worked. I'm going to wait for it to move off before I go and check the camera. Oh my God, well that is a rush after 4 hours of nothing. Wish me luck. Right, well, you're in the water with me for the moment of truth. Please have worked. Come on. Oh my God, I think it has. I think it has. Yes. Oh, the whites look quite bright. I think they might be recoverable. Oh my God, I got loads of shots. I think we're laughing. Oh God. Yes. Mission accomplished. I just sincerely hope those whites aren't blown out. I'm not going to know until we get home. Well, I am pleased. Oh my God, I'm pleased. Right. I'm going to get out of the water. And I think I'm going to take this with me and see if there's any other shots we can try and go for the rest of the day. Yes. So I've reviewed this morning's photos and there are a few whites that are blown out, but they are usually recoverable in post-processing. So I'm crossing my fingers that is the case. Even if it's not, I'm absolutely buzzing with the photos and it was just such a lovely experience. It really taught me a lot of patience, and you need patience for most wildlife photography, but this was pushing it. As you can probably tell, I've moved to a different spot of the river. I've set up my camera hopefully on a rock where I think grey wagtails are going to come, If I'm successful, I'll show you that process as well. But for now, I'm having my lunch, and on today's menu is spaghetti carbonara Huel. Who knows, it's basically a posh pot noodle. That being said, if you do want to sponsor the channel, then please get in touch. I'd love to get some freebies. Anyway, enough of my waffling. Time for some lunch. Well, I cannot believe it. It's only been 30 minutes and a wagtail has already landed on that rock. I'm keeping my wits about me because a dipper just came and landed on the rock right next to where I've got my camera set up and pooed on the rock, so it's still in the area. I mean, it would be mad if a dipper just came and landed exactly where I wanted it to. But hey, right, what I'm going to do is show you why I've decided to pick here. I've slightly moved my camera in the last 10-15 minutes for a different composition, but I'll show you what I've got with the wagtail already as well. The video's not going to do it justice, but this tree here is absolutely stunning. I'm a bit obsessed with it. It's just covered in moss and it overhangs the river. So my plan, hello my lad, my plan is that I've set my camera up just there in front of a rock that I know wagtails come and land on, and sure enough they already have. And getting this tree to basically just be around the wagtail. That's the theory. I think it kind of worked in the first photo, but I've moved my camera closer to where the wagtail landed. So we shall see. I think I'm going to call it a day there. It's been about an hour and a half since I last spoke to you, and whilst we've come very close, I've not quite had the birds exactly where I wanted to. And I'm in a valley at the moment, and the sun and the light are quickly disappearing. But what a day it's been. It's been a long slog of a day. I got here at 6:30 this morning, and it's just gone 3 p.m. So yeah, long day, but beautiful day. Wonderful weather, wonderful birds, and hopefully wonderful photos. I'm going to be down here pretty much daily for the next 10 days because I'm running workshops here. And the plan is, once my workshops are done in the morning, I think I'm going to be doing more work on wide angle photography. So if I do manage to get any successes before this video comes out, I will be sure to stick some of those photos on at the end of this video. If you have enjoyed this video, then please consider a subscription and a like. They really help the channel out, and yeah, it would be lovely of you to do so. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.